we have to switch on high voltage generator. In the initial moment when it's switching on, the generator is in the remote mode with the RF output off. This is by default. Cursor, the frequency adjust is ready for changing to the requested value. Must be in the test edit mode. We enter that, and using this press OK editor, we're switching to plasma hold up voltage. When we are there, we are OK, and we are seeing what is the percentage of a control signal going to the high voltage generator. At this point, we're switching generator to on, RF on, and the system is ready for generating voltage. And at this point, we're switching this operator switch to the continuous RF, and from this moment on, we're seeing the plasma over there in our test fixture. And we also see what is 35% represents on the front panel of the generator. It is, in our case, about 53 volts forward, 12 watts reflected, and that represents 10.4 kV peak peak. At this point, with this setup, we have to adjust the frequency for the minimum of reflected power. For that purpose, by trying, we have to use the editor left, right, and to see which direction will offer us the lower reflected power, and we continue it until we find the minimum of reflection. Minimum close to zero. Okay, I pushed too much, so I have to go back with the setup, and at this point I decided that my best point is 368 kilohertz of operation, and leave it there. At this moment, we can, for experiment, we can adjust for higher number of a percentage of a controlling signal, and we can see it that adjusting it higher and higher, our power is growing and the voltage and the output is also going up until we hit the limit. At this point, we're going down, and we don't want to oversaturate the plasma in the fixture. So the level that I have originally selected, 35% is the best, as I remember, and I'm coming back to this level. So with this level set, that represents this section of the process, my voltage will stabilize the plasma in the lamp and will be the best to take the measurement. Going back to the operational mode, we're switching the operational switch to auto, and when I have operational mode for my lamp 075, that's the way I title this test, I am ready to do the test. At this point, I need to access my operational switch that represents whatever will happen on the production floor, and by flipping it just for a brief moment on and off, my measurement was taken, and here are the results. I will repeat it once again. So the software is receiving the data that is scrolling over this bar here, and those data are representing the decay when the RF energy is being disconnected. That section of the curve is being exploded here on this side of the screen, and the scale at the bottom is in milliseconds, and that scale here is from 0 to 100% of this curve for decay. The user can now use a good lamp and known bad lamp to take some of this measurement and define the operating parameters, the threshold, a percentage, and the time for the decay for the best measurement. We can also switch this fixture to fixed values, so it won't be automatically adjusted, and we can take the measurement once again, and the curve will be a little bit different. That is oversaturated light when the controller is not taking part in the adjustment of the parameters, but is doing per definition here on this screen.